What is the intent here, Mr. Presley? You got women throwing themselves at you. Why my daughter?
Well, Sarah, I happen to be very fond of your daughter. She's much more mature than her age.
The story of Elvis and Priscilla Presley's love story is coming to the big screen this weekend, and Jake was the only reporter in Chicago who sat down in person with the stars to talk about it. It looks good.
It's a lot of people are talking about this one. So when the other Elvis biopic hit theaters last year, it received some pushback because the movie seemed to gloss over the fact that Priscilla was 14 years old when she met Elvis, who was 24 at the time. But that is the focus of the new drama written and directed by Sofia Coppola. Now, because of some of the aspects of this film, the Elvis estate did not allow Coppola permission to use any of Elvis's music in the movie. So when I spoke with the actors who played Priscilla and Elvis, Cailee, Spaeny, and Jacob Elordi, I wanted to know which Elvis song do they most think could have been a part of telling this controversial story. Obviously, for a lot of reasons, you guys weren't able to use a lot of Elvis music in this film. But I was wondering, thinking about his entire discography, what is a song that you think, if it were used in this film, would maybe have changed the most for you or would have had the biggest impact because of the story that you're telling?
Oh, that's a really great question. Bossa Nova, baby. When they break up. It just comes in and he just gets up and moves on.
I am now envisioning the musical version of Priscilla.
Yeah, that would be a treat. Just Cailee can sing.
Can you top that?
No, I can't. I would just let him have that one.
I know that you had Priscilla on as an executive producer, and obviously you had her book to be able to draw from. So I kind of want to go the opposite direction. I wanted to know if you could imagine sitting in a movie theater with Elvis and watching this film, and when it's over, you lean over and go, what did you think about how we did this? What is the aspect of the film, of your performance, of each other's performance you'd love to get his thoughts on?
He'd probably be sitting there quoting it. He'd be quoting me playing him. He'd be just sitting in his room.
Yeah, I mean, I got to have that experience with Priscilla, and that was, I thought I was going to throw up in Venice.
What is that? How do you not just sit there and stare at her?
Well, it was actually helpful because he was in between us. So, but I would lean over and I go, how's she seem? Like, what does she look like? What is she doing? Does she seem like she likes it?
And what was she doing?
She was just totally engrossed. She was totally a part of it. It was really like, it was a spiritual moment sitting there with her.
We're going to have more from the stars of Priscilla coming up in the next hour of Good Day Chicago. The movie hits theaters tomorrow night. Can you imagine playing someone in a movie? It's nerve-wracking enough in and of itself because you know people are going to judge you because they have things to reference off of, videos and clips and everything. But sitting next to the person that you're playing and then just sort of just kind of watching, sort of seeing how she's doing.
Cannot imagine. I applaud the casting directors, though, because Jacob's pretty well known from Euphoria, but he's a relatively fresh face. I like when biopics get fresh faces.
As it should, because you're not worried about them the whole
time. Exactly. Unless they escape in the role like Jamie Foxx did in Ray, the whole time you're like, yeah, that's just so-and-so playing so-and-so. But I can see with the fresh faces, they get lost in the character.
Exactly.